What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is Vancity Audi, and we're back at Racing Green to dyno test my Mark 8 Volkswagen GTI. But this time around, I'm a hell of a lot happier than the last time I was here. That's because I am finally, after all these months, tuning this car with aftermarket performance software. I'm going to be taking you guys through a progression from stock all the way up to as much horsepower as this bad boy can handle by the end of next season. And we're going to start this process with APR Plus software. I'm going to start out with their 87 Octane tune, which to me is unheard of. I didn't realize you could tune these vehicles on 87 Octane fuel. So, full transparency, I've already flashed the car 3 days ago, had it out on the back roads of Mexico and did some logs because I was like, how does this work? I can see the car is working perfectly fine, is completely healthy running this software on our 87 Octane fuel. I have flashed the car back to stock, and now we're going to be testing it out on the dyno. We're going to give you a few baseline runs on 87 Octane fuel, then we're going to tune the car to APR Plus Stage 1 low torque 87 Octane. Reason for low torque files, this is a 2023 Volkswagen GTI Mark 8. They do not have the TCU unlocked yet, so that's what we're working with. Then once we have those numbers, we're going to flash the car over to Stage 1 APR Plus 91 Octane, and we're gonna see what this thing can do. Now, I'm gonna go through a few things before we actually get to the dyno testing so I can explain the entire scope of how APR Plus really works. Now to tell you exactly what APR Plus software offers. It is the standard tune that you get when you run their Stage 1 87 Octane tune or their Stage 1 91 Octane tune, whether it's the regular file or the low torque file. But if you pay $1,000 more at the dealer, they will be able to give you a limited powertrain warranty. Pretty freaking badass if you ask me, because I totally would have gone that direction if I would have known that from the get-go. Now, I had every intention of running the APR Plus file, but I can't. I went to my local dealer, PG Performance. They did a full inspection on my vehicle, which is mandatory before you tune with APR Plus software, and they will plug in and tune your car for you. But what ended up happening is I let them know that I had a JB4 unit on the car previously, and that is against the rules. APR has strict rules about using their APR Plus software. You need to either have a completely stock vehicle or only APR hardware installed. You cannot have any other brands of hardware. You also cannot have had a tune on the car previously. They consider a JB4 a tune. I know it's not, but enough that you've messed with the calibration slightly, and they will not offer an APR Plus tune on this car. I am still going to be running their Stage 1 87 and 91 Octane tunes, both their low torque files, as if I was running the APR Plus software today. I was not able to get that additional powertrain warranty, but I am still going to show you guys just how effective, or at least I hope how effective, this software is. So first thing I'll explain is how we're going to be tuning the vehicle today. APR does not currently offer a do-it-yourself solution, but they do have this. This is their remote tuning service install cable, a long name for the cable that is used by dealers and now customers if you wanted to plug into your car, plug into your laptop, and have a dealer tune it remotely. So I would reach out to our local shop, which is PG Performance, and they would then flash my car for me, but I don't have to physically go into the dealer. Coming later in 2024, they will have a do-it-yourself option where you can do it on your own, on the fly, wherever you see fit with your own laptop, with your own Wi-Fi signal. But for today, I will be using this cable. Now, normally you'd have to have a dealer log in and flash your car, but I've been given the privilege by APR to do the flashing today myself with the cable and my laptop to get you guys this dyno comparison done with their software, and I thank them very much for allowing me to do that. Final thing I'll make note of before we get to these dyno results, this is a Mustang all-wheel drive dyno. Here at Racing Greed, they ensure the dyno is set to front-wheel drive only, and we are going to show DynoJet calibrated numbers, not the Mustang numbers, because they are way too low and not believable on how much power this makes. I've already been here multiple times before with this car, so I know roughly what it'll make stock, and it is very, very equivalent to what APR made on their dyno with their Mark 8 GTI. Let's get to the dyno.
And
here's our baseline for today, completely stock on 87 octane fuel, 246 wheel horsepower, 291 wheel torque, reasonably smooth looking graph, better than it was before, still some little weird up and downs here, and then it definitely drops off up top. Time to tune the car to APR Stage 1 87 octane low torque and see if we can improve on these numbers. Cannot believe I am saying this, but I made an additional 65 wheel horsepower and 50 wheel torque off of their Stage 1 87 low octane tune. This thing is a freaking beast. Only thing that looks a little weird is this little jump in torque at about 3,500 RPM. But besides that, it looks pretty badass. Looks pretty smooth, revs out a little longer, nothing crazy, but some tremendous gains on a freaking 87 octane tune. Now I needed to get all of that 87 octane fuel out of the car, so I used a device Ryder Performance made for me for all the fuel comparison videos that I've done on the channel. Once the gas tank was completely empty of all of that 87 octane fuel, I added 20 liters of fresh 91 octane fuel. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it made 76 wheel horsepower more and 52 wheel torque more on the 91 octane tune versus the stock calibration. Virtually the same in terms of the way it looks compared to the 87 octane tune, all down low. But once you get to about 4,400 RPM, there is a difference in peak horsepower, and you definitely maintain more torque up top as well on this 91 octane tune. Simply mind-blowing. Now, as a reminder to everybody, if you are digging what I'm putting down and how well this APR software is working, if you happen to live local to me here in the Lower Mainland, British Columbia, Canada, make sure you head on over to PG Performance, mention Vancity Audi, and they will take care of you with all of your APR needs. If you're not local to me and would still like to support the channel, please use the link in the description below to purchase all of your APR software and hardware needs. I was so freaking pumped by the amazing gains in power I saw, I wanted to see if I could make even more. I added some additional E100 to the gas tank, making an E18 blend. This simulated the effect of running a 91 octane tune with 93 octane fuel or higher. And for the final graph of the day, we gained 80 wheel horsepower and 61 wheel torque from stock to the Stage 1 91 octane low torque tune, but running E18. This should give you a pretty good comparison of what your car would do if you ran a 93 octane fuel, but running the 91 octane tune. You can see all the way from the bottom to the top, more horsepower and more torque throughout the entire run using a higher octane fuel than the 91 octane tune calls for. Simply freaking nuts. I cannot get over this, guys. 80 wheel horsepower and 61 wheel torque gain out of an APR Stage 1 91 octane tune running an E18 blend. Holy crap. Simply mind-blowing how much power this car makes now. Now, just so you guys are aware, the weather is cool today. Nice and cold, crisp, dense air, enabling this car to make a ton of power on the dyno. If we were to have tested this on a warm day, we would not have made that much power. But I just wanted to be transparent with you guys why we did make this much power. And after seeing how well the car performed and the better looking curve, I gotta be real with you guys. I honestly wish I would have gone with the APR Plus file right out of the gate instead of running that JB4. I did not realize you could not use the APR Plus tune if you had the JB4 installed previously, or else I wouldn't have done it. But I'm super stoked. I got a tuned vehicle now. now. Time to go have some fun, some performance tests. Stay tuned to the channel, guys. I will do many more dyno comparisons on this car with multiple different companies. We'll continually ramp up the power. We'll test out different pieces of hardware, and I'll also get you guys some back roads in Mexico testing. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.